Dude, how'd you get a tattoo at 12?
I paid for my tattoos.
What'd your mom say?
Oh, I didn't see my tattoos yet.
She didn't see him yet? I think she saw him today, man. Alright, you ready? Let's walk on over.
Two boys were seen running from the scene where a man is found dead. And the one detectives just brought in for questioning is 12 years old.
A gun. Does it look fake to you?
No.
No, didn't look fake to me either. I was just wondering, what was your opinion?
But here's what nobody expected. He walked involuntarily with his mom, and he had no idea just how much evidence was already waiting for him in that room.
Now they depending on everything on you. What you gonna do now?
The tears in your eyes that are about to come out? You feel bad for what happened?
On June 28, 2014, in Jacksonville, Florida, a 54-year-old homeless man named Thomas Trent, known on the streets as Wolverine, was found dead near a row of abandoned buildings on the west side of the city. No weapon recovered, no suspect in custody. But what the killers didn't know is that there was surveillance camera in the area. And when detectives released the footage from that camera to the public, the phones did not stop ringing. Because people in the neighborhood recognized one of the boys on that tape. His name was Sharron Tommy Townsend, and he was 12 years old.
Are you the type of person that just doesn't care about anybody and you're just that evil at 12? I don't know any 12-year-old, almost 13. I don't know any kid your age that could be evil like that. Are you evil?
Days after that footage aired, Tommy's own mother reported him missing. She had seen the tape, and she knew that was her son. When detectives finally tracked him down, he didn't run. He came in, sat down, and shook their hands. Right now, watching him answer questions about school and his age, he doesn't look like someone who just watched a man get shot in the head. He looks like a regular kid who got called to the principal's office.
I'm Detective Simpson. Yeah, no, this is my partner, Detective Beasley. You came down with your moms? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But here's what Tommy doesn't know yet. These two detectives didn't walk in here empty-handed. They have an 8-gigabyte thumb drive packed with photos and video from multiple surveillance cameras, front, back, side, and the alley behind the building. They have a witness. They have his girlfriend, who they had to go and track down themselves because her father had already gotten suspicious. And they have the other boy, a teenager named Daryl, sitting in a room down this exact hallway, already talking. Tommy has no idea about any of it, and that is exactly how these detectives want it.
All right, how old are you, Sharron?
12.
12? What school you go to?
DuPont.
DuPont? So you're in middle school?
I'm going to 8th.
8th grade? Okay.
8th grade, 12 years old. And in the state of Florida, if this interrogation goes where these detectives think it's going, he could be facing 40 years in prison. But right now, he just looks like a quiet kid who doesn't want to be here.
We brought you down to talk about some stuff that's been going on, and I'll go through it all with you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm not going to lead you in the dark and make you not understand what I'm talking about, okay? But based on the fact that you're 12, if you don't understand what I'm saying, tell me to stop. You don't understand. If I'm talking over your head, do you know what that means? Then you tell me to stop, okay? Yes? No?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I appreciate it. And I know you're quiet, so I don't want to mistake what you say, okay? Is that cool?
Right from the jump, the detectives are doing something smart. They're making Tommy feel comfortable, respected, like they're on his side. That's not an accident, that's the technique. Because the moment Tommy feels safe enough to talk, that's the moment they start collecting everything they need to bury him. After reading Tommy his rights, one of the detectives switches seats, positioning Tommy directly in front of the camera. He's slouched, withdrawn, staring at the table. And then comes the first real question.
Do you recognize this guy right here?
Daryl.
Daryl. What does he go by on Facebook?
Daryl.
There's another name that he goes by. It's something Daryl 20 first up or something like that.
K's up, Daryl.
K's up Daryl, yeah. So he goes by K's up Daryl. All right, and you recognize that picture of Daryl. Okay. Do you recognize these pictures?
Now my pictures I uploaded.
Okay. And how do you do that? You take the picture with your phone and then you just hit a button or something, and it uploads to your Facebook? Is that how that works? Okay. You know what some of the stuff that I know you're on your friend's Facebook there. Your 20 up Daryl. You remember seeing this picture on his Facebook? You remember seeing that?
Never saw this picture.
You never showed you that picture? That's on his Facebook. I didn't know if you had ever seen it on his Facebook. Yes, no? Does it look familiar?
No, dude.
How about that one? You ever see that one?
I came across that one, but I wasn't really looking at it.
Yeah. Ever see that picture? You see that picture? You know who that is?
Who?
I'm asking you, do you know who that is right there?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Who's that right there?
I saw him. I don't know talk to him like that.
Okay. You ever know Daryl had a brother?
We called each other brothers, but I didn't know if it was blood or
Blood or not? Okay. Alright, so this picture is Daryl and a guy that you just know. Do you...
I like talked to him,
Talk
but
to
I
him?
never got his name and all.
Okay, I got it.
He knows him, he knows his Facebook name, he knows his brother. Every single time Tommy admits to knowing someone in these photos, he ties himself one step deeper into this case. And he has absolutely no idea he's doing it.
And you've not seen this picture on his Facebook, but you have seen this one.
Like one time.
Right, which one is Daryl? That one in the middle with the white tank top on? What's it look like he's holding?
A gun.
A gun. So he's holding a gun. This is some information that we pulled from his site, and it tells me below that this is one of the pictures. I've got the actual thing itself, but this is just a picture. What does that look like?
A gun.
A gun. Does it look fake to you?
No.
No. Didn't look fake to me either. I was just wondering what was your opinion. That one's kind of hard to say, but what do you think that is? That a real gun?
I don't know.
You don't know?
See it.
Yeah, it's hard to see, isn't it? But you can tell it's some sort of gun, whether it's real or not.
He just confirmed the gun is real. He doesn't realize he just did that. The detectives don't react, they don't celebrate, they just keep going. Because every casual answer Tommy gives in this room, even the ones he thinks don't matter, are going to be used against him later. And that's brick one.
I see that your mom made a missing person report on you. You aware of that? Yeah. What was that all about? What was you going missing for?
Got mad and caught the bus.
Right? She said you left in a red car on the police report. Did you leave with some boys in a red car?
There wasn't no boys, it was these girls.
Okay, some girls came to pick you up in a red car, and you decided to go hang out with them. How long were you gone from your mom's?
For like a week.
A week? A week or maybe 2. What do you think? Probably more like 2? Yeah. Listen, in that 2 weeks that you were kind of hanging out, I know how it gets, you know. Your mom has rules, and she wants you to be in at what time does she want you to be in?
9:30.
9:30. In the summer? Well, no wonder. What time did you want to stay out till?
I was going to parties.
Parties? What were you doing at parties at 12?
And that's where everybody be at.
Right. Were you doing drugs at the parties? No, you didn't do any drugs. How about any alcohol? Were you getting drunk? So what were you doing at the parties? Just hanging
It
out?
wasn't none of that. It was like
Yeah.
a sweet 16, but it was tricking and all that.
Oh, I gotcha. It's tricking. What do you know about tricking?
2 weeks gone, right after a man was found dead. And Tommy doesn't even realize how bad that sounds. If you find this case worthy, kindly subscribe to this channel for more. We love and appreciate you.
I know a lot of information about the incident. And when I said that Daryl was actually in jail, what I really have to say is he was picked up earlier in the month, I believe the 10th, and he is sitting in a room over here.
Up until this point, Tommy has been playing a guessing game, seeing how much they actually know, giving as little as possible. But now the rules just changed. Tommy is no longer just answering questions. Now he has to compete with whatever story Daryl is telling in that room right now. And he has no idea what that story is.
The situation is, I've got some things we want to talk about with you. There's a shopping center up there on 103rd where sometimes the homeless guys hang out. You ever run across some of them?
They ain't there.
You ever run across homeless guys anywhere?
Well, sometimes at the front near Safari store.
Yeah. What do you know what they go by? Any of their names? Because Daryl knew the guy named Wolverine. They called him
Yeah,
Wolf.
Wolverine the tall
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
right. That's all we know. See this right here? See this right here? See that shirt? See that shirt? Who's this?
Me.
Who is this?
Daryl.
Okay.
There they are, together, same time, same location.
Do you know when this was taken?
When I was walking to McDonald's.
You think so? It's not walking to McDonald's. What time do you think you're walking to McDonald's at this little incident right here?
Around 10 or 11.
PM? Clock at night?
Yeah.
Son, I'm not asking you if you and Daryl were somewhere at 2:25 in the morning.
Tommy tries to spin it, says they were just walking to McDonald's, getting Wi-Fi, and that he got dollar cookies.
On a Saturday, 6/28/2014, and I'm not asking you if you ran through the alley, because that's the picture of Daryl. The one of you is just as clear, I promise you. And I'm not asking you if you were with Daryl. I'm asking you, which one are you? Which one of you wants to spend the rest of your life in prison? I'm asking you to be honest today so that I can talk to the people I need to talk to and explain to them that a 12-year-old boy might have made a huge mistake being with the wrong person. Okay? You have to understand me. I know what happened.
These detectives have done this before. They know exact gimmicks to pressure a teenager without shutting them down completely. Give them a way out, make the confession feel like the smart move, like it's their own idea. And watch closely, because it's starting to work.
That young man and his mom were stand-up people. And they came in and they told what they needed to tell. Okay? Someone, son, look at me. Someone lost their life. Now, I know a lot more than what I'm just telling you. I can't tell you everything I know. If you're willing to sit down and talk with me, I'll spell every doggone thing out for you. I'm not going to hide anything from you. But today, Sharron, Ronnie, Tommy Townsend needs to be able to tell the truth. Do not let someone point a finger at you. Okay? This man was killed by an individual. You want your name on it, or you want Daryl's? Okay? I'm not asking you, son, if you were there. I know you were. Your mom came in that neighborhood because she saw that video on TV that I put. She knew that was you. I know it's you. I only put on TV, and I'm only showing you a very small portion. I have an 8 gigabyte thumb drive that is full to the rim of pictures, videos, front, back, your back, your side, your corner. I've got this entire incident.
And then, the line that breaks something open in the room.
The tears in your eyes that are about to come out? You feel bad for what happened?
He doesn't answer, doesn't say anything. But for the first time in this interrogation, he doesn't look like a suspect. He looks like a 12-year-old kid who is absolutely terrified.
I mean, it's a difference in somebody. Are you the type of person that just doesn't care about anybody and you're just that evil at 12? I don't know any 12-year-old, almost 13, I don't know any kid your age that could be evil like that. Are you evil?
No.
I don't think you are. I think that you hanging around Daryl has put you in a bad spot.
And something about that, the detective telling him he doesn't think he's evil, lands differently than everything else said in that room. Because just at that moment, Tommy starts talking. Tommy dodges the direct questions, but then the details start slipping out.
And that we're talking about Daryl.
Yeah, he said, look at the box. I didn't go. He went to go get it, and it was in there.
Okay. And what was in there?
Gun.
Right? Is it a revolver, or do you know the difference between a revolver and a semi-automatic? The clip gun? Which one was it?
It was just like that, but it wasn't this one. It was like a little small one.
A small gun. Okay. Was it black or?
It was silver.
Okay, small silver. So he actually picked it up from the shoebox.
It was silver, and I had a brown handle.
Okay, silver and brown handle. Had you ever seen him with that before, or that's the first time?
First time.
All right. Did you ever put your hands on that gun?
No.
Never.
I already
Look me
knew
in my
that.
face.
No.
Never.
No, I was in the system.
So you didn't want to put a gun in your hand. All right. So it's a small silver gun with a brown handle. All right. And you got it from the box by the pond at Timothy Landing.
Small silver, brown handle from a shoebox. Tommy just described the murder weapon. And he still thinks he's staying out of trouble. Now Tommy describes the night. And what he gives them at first sounds almost innocent. Wi-Fi, dollar cookies, a rat near the dumpster. That is Tommy's version of the night. A homeless man was shot through the temple.
Where was he laying on the ground at? Beside the building? Beside the parking lot?
On in the parking lot, he wasn't on nothing. He was laying on the ground.
Was he talking?
No, he was just sitting there, and I was like, there, I bet you $5 won't go touch him. He was like, hell no, I'm not going over there. So we kept walking to McDonald's. Well, back, he was still right there.
Okay. Were y'all walking to McDonald's to get something to eat, or were we just walking to McDonald's?
No, I had the phone we had. The phone got cut off after she got mad and cut the phone off.
Mm-hmm.
Went out there for Wi-Fi. We got something to drink, and I did get $1 cookies. Yeah, but we mostly went out there for Wi-Fi.
Okay.
After where I seen where this girl was at, she said she out of town, and we left.
Okay. And then when you left, what happened?
Near the dumpster right there, it was rats all right there, and we ran through the cut.
Do you know what kind of a story I just heard from Daryl? That it was completely not what you're telling me? And if y'all were at the same place, at the same time, it wouldn't be about that. Listen, the last thing you want to do...
I don't know what time it was. It was dark.
I didn't say time. Well, I didn't ask you about what
time.
time, son. I didn't ask you what time, okay?
Wi-Fi, dollar cookies, a rat near the dumpster. That is Tommy's version of the night. A homeless man was shot through the temple.
It doesn't matter what time. I know what time. I got the time on the pictures. What you're not understanding is the video watches what you're doing. Coming and going through this whole area. That tattoo shop, it has cameras on the front, the back, the side, the alley, and they all point that direction. I could show you your little tail running from way before that. And I'm not going to keep feeding you this, because you know what it makes me, what's going to happen is they're going to scrutinize me and say, well, maybe he's the cold-blooded killer. Maybe he's the one that punched the fire. And I'm going to tell you what else I'm not going to fall for. That old man had a knife and tried to stab at y'all. Because he didn't. I might have heard that already too.
They already know about the knife. Every exit Tommy thinks he has, they've already blocked it.
Okay? I'm trying very hard. I said an individual killed this man.
And yes, he did. Ask my little brother. When I got that knife, I took it, washed it over in my sink with a napkin, wrapped it up in a napkin, taped it around, and dropped it in the sewer.
He washed it, wrapped it, taped it, dropped it in a sewer. That is not what a kid who had nothing to do with a murder does with a knife. Yet he had no idea he was just wrapping himself up in more and more web.
The gun.
No, that knife. It was a knife like this.
Okay.
And asked my little brother what color it was. It was red on the back of it like a marker, and it was black.
Okay. So how did you get the knife from the man? Did the man threaten you with the knife?
The first time we walked past,
Okay. So the first time y'all walked past him, he threatened you with a knife. How did you get the knife? Did you have to fuss with him, or did you just sneak up on him and take it from him? Because I might know the answer to this. You're not giving me enough credit for knowing these answers already.
Who else did you tell that you did this?
nobody.
Oh, believe me, she didn't want to tell. You are definitely her, what'd you say, first love. Not true love, first love. You are definitely her first love. She said you begged her not to tell. Begged. Said you cannot tell. Please. You cannot tell. And she didn't just show up and tell us. We had to go find her. Because you know what? Her dad was very suspicious of you.
You can see it register on his face. The jaw tightens, the eyes go somewhere else. His girlfriend told them everything.
Like some dads are going to be that way to boys, just so you know, when their little girls are involved.
I probably haven't talked to her dad. I thought I was always talking to her stepdad. I don't even know her dad.
Well, she has apparently your mom had his number. Because she probably was calling you.
That's when she ran away. She said her mom put her out, and her mom told her to go back with her real dad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she called my mom's phone off. Yeah, she called my mom's phone off of her phone.
Absolutely.
Off of that phone.
That's why your mom she was calling every number she could to get you out of trouble.
No, she took her. After I texted her on Facebook, she was like, "Hold on." She didn't call for 3 days after that, so she wasn't calling every number.
So you saying she just left you out there for 3 extra days?
After when I told her, let's get on the phone, she was like, "Hold up, I'm trying to get the phone right now." And she still didn't get it. So I wasn't worried about it. Then I woke up, the phone was ringing.
And who was it?
It was her on the phone.
Her meaning your mom or Zari?
That's all.
So she's the only one that you told?
Did you trust her?
And my mom.
You told your mom that you did this?
No, she saw it on the witch-caller. She asked what happened.
What'd you tell her?
Did you tell your mom the same story you told her?
She really didn't even ask nothing. She really didn't even ask nothing.
If that man threatened you, and that's why y'all went back there to straighten it out, then say it. Don't sit with, well, he had a gun, and the guy threatened us with a knife earlier, so when I went back the second time, I went ahead and sneaked his knife, and I cleaned it off, and I threw it in the sewer, and somehow he ended up dead. Bull. That's bull. No one buys that. It's bull.
Why'd you throw the knife in the sewer?
What I'm gonna do with it?
You threw it just to get rid of it?
No, what? That's nothing to do with it.
Well, when I'm done with stuff, I don't throw it in the
They said
sewer.
get it out the house. What I was gonna do?
Who
with
said
it.
get it out of the house?
My mom, my stepdad. They said get it out the house.
Did they know whose it was?
No,
Did they ask you?
no.
So your mom and your stepdad said get the knife out of the house.
I set the knife down. He was playing with it. She said take the knife on and get it out the house.
After this night, after this all happens and y'all run down the alley, you don't come home for several days. Your mom still reported you missing after this.
I know. I was
So
out.
you were gone for several days. What are you doing? Carrying around this man's knife for several days?
No,
Okay.
I had a bag.
Okay, so you hid it in your bag, and when your mom picks you
I
up,
wasn't hiding because it was in my bag.
okay, so you kept the knife in your bag for several days, and then when you got home, you told your mom you had a knife, or did she find it in your bag?
She didn't find it in my bag.
Okay, then you told her it was there?
out.
Okay.
He picked it up.
He is who?
My little brother. She
How
said,
old is he?
You want? He turned 10 this year. He 9.
So your brother ends up getting it, and your mom says, get rid of it.
She said, yeah, the both of them said take it out the house.
Okay.
They didn't ask you where you got it from or whose it was?
Okay, and once again, if the man threatened you with a knife, and you guys went back to straighten this out, I need to hear that. And if I don't hear that, I have to assume, I have to guess, that y'all just went to straight up kill this man. Did you think he had some money?
No. I had money on me. I had to get nobody money, so.
Okay, so you didn't need any money from him.
Nope.
So y'all just did it for
I had
fun?
over $150 on me that night.
Y'all just did it for fun? Was it fun?
You're gonna have to get past this. No one in their right mind is gonna believe this little crazy craziness. I know you don't. There's two options in my mind. Either you don't want to tell on your buddy, or you don't want to tell on yourself. Because one of the two of y'all shot this man. If I believe Daryl, it's you. If I believe you, I gotta hear it to believe it, to be honest. It's just that simple. Don't sit and live by, if you're trying to live by a code so that you don't tell on Daryl, the heat's on you. The heat's on you as well as it is on him.
Slowly, the so-called 12-year-old begins to crack, and he confesses he has a temper.
Zori thinks you did it to be a big
Smart
guy.
aleck.
No, because she already know when I get mad, I'm not going to stop what I'm about to do, so.
You got a hot temper?
Yep.
Okay.
What makes you have a hot temper? What makes you click like that?
I got to take medicine for my temper, but,
Okay. You take it today, I hope?
you know.
No. Why you didn't take your medicine?
Did he do something to make you mad?
Did he call you a name? An ugly name? Like I've heard he's called some of them other kids? Or did he call Daryl an ugly name? Is that what happened? I'm trying to give you every outlet.
Man, it's racist off top. He's racist.
Yes, I've heard that.
All right.
I've heard that, okay? I'm not surprised at that. I've heard that. Go ahead, Susie. I've definitely heard that.
The detective gives him the emotional opening. Wolverine said something that flipped a switch in a 12-year-old who hadn't taken his anger medication that day. And now, for the first time, Tommy seems like he actually wants to explain himself, but then makes a rethink. He decides he will just go to the bathroom instead. The officers, who were getting tired, also seized the opportunity to take a break also. When the officers got back, they had a whole set of new information at their disposal.
Hey, mister. You wake up a second? Hey, listen, your mom is outside. Would you like her to come in here?
It's up to you.
Yeah, that's not an answer.
No.
Okay. Why don't you want her to come in here?
I'm saying to talk about with her.
Okay. Well, we just talked to her about that whole knife thing. She don't know nothing about that. Neither is your brother. And that's your mom.
Well, y'all can ask my little brother, because my little brother saw it.
Yeah, but you said your mom was the one that told you to get rid of it.
Get out of the house.
Right. She just told me that's not true.
The detectives try to push the kid to a new breaking point as he has made several contradicting stories about what happened, and then begin to let him know the gravity of what has happened.
Just as we're talking about someone's life today, and very easily people that kill people, they lose their life to prison. So being tired or, staying stuck with the way that you are, it's not going to change our opinion. I never did ask you if you were there. I know you were. I know both of you were there when this man lost his life. Period. It's not up for debate. Can't debate it. The pictures will tell me. So when you get done being tired, you're going to have to figure
I'm
out.
ready to leave from out of here, man. I don't want to talk to y'all no more.
Okay.
The detective stepped out since Tommy has decided he wants his mom. This is not because he has invoked his right to an attorney, but because he is a little boy who is in a very vulnerable situation. They agree, but decide to wait him out to see if they can get new information from him. But while this goes on, Tommy begins to show his childish attitude. How young he is reflects in the next set of actions.
Yes, sir.
Where's my mom at?
She's outside. She's taking a smoke break. She'll be back in here in a little bit.
Well, can y'all go get her?
Yeah, in a little bit.
She's been out there for 20 minutes.
Dude, she's a grown lady. I don't have to have some of your mom, bro.
Janine,
Where's my mom at, bro?
you want what?
I want my mom, bro.
You want your mom?
Yep, I want my mom at.
Oh, have a seat.
I'm not sitting there, bro.
How about we restrain you then?
Y'all gonna
Would
have
you like
I'm
that?
not sitting there,
Would you
bro.
like that?
Hmm.
You act childish, we treat you childish. You act
Nah, actually, y'all, can y'all go get my mom? Y'all keep saying no, bro.
We're trying to make a decision on where you're going to spend the night tonight, okay? It's a pretty important decision. Something that shouldn't be rushed.
So can you tell that lady come back in here then, bro?
Which one?
The one that was in here, bro.
Which two?
I don't want both of them that was sitting right here.
I know. Which one do you want? The one with the brown hair or the one with the blonde hair?
With the Abercrombie shirt on, bro.
The what?
With the Abercrombie shirt on.
Okay.
not taking it anymore.
Little man, I'm watching you through this peephole, okay? And I don't want to have to charge you with destroying our property. You ain't paid for this stuff.
The stuff was already falling off.
Okay. Listen to me, young buck. All right? You can stand up, that's fine. But you're not going to destroy our property. I'm going to just let you know that, okay?
I'm just showing the property. Don't you see it already on the wall? It's peeling off.
Okay.
I'm getting a
Well,
piece
you don't
of
need you don't need to continue to peel it. All right, young man.
Wait a minute. I'll go get my mom.
All right.
That is not a suspect trying to avoid justice. That is a child, scared, alone, asking for his mom. And that is what makes this case so hard to watch. Just at that moment, Tommy gets what he wants. His mom is brought in, and he gets the biggest end of the stick.
If you want to continue explaining to me, that's fine. If not, it's okay too.
Tell my mom come here.
Yeah, absolutely. Just gotta give me a second to go out and get her, okay?
Now they done pitted everything on you. What you gonna do now? You better get the oh my goodness, boy. So so now what?
Well, it's kind of a tough situation. At this point in the time, he actually asked for you to come back here. So obviously, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring you back here. I would have liked to continue trying to.
Not realizing how deep he has gotten himself, Tommy demands to go home, but his mom immediately lets him know how bad the situation is.
So when we leaving?
You're not leaving. They keeping you here. You detained. They trying to charge you for a murder. You wasn't supposed to sign no paperwork. You wasn't supposed to talk without me being in here with you. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. All you had to do is say you talk to your lawyer. But you don't know. You on your medication. You don't know. You don't got no good sense right now. You can tell them anything they want to hear.
The detective then leaves them alone while the camera keeps rolling.
I'm gonna let you guys talk. And I'll be outside if you need me. Just not.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you just don't know what you got to do. They got Zara done told on you. They got that girl out there.
What that girl?
Which one you think?
Deja?
He blamed it on you. So basically, they want you to say he was the one that did the shooter. You didn't put yourself at the scene already, so you got something to do with it. You wasn't supposed to say not a word. You wasn't supposed to sign no paper. Did you read that paper? You ain't understand what it said, did you? So you ready to go, Rodney? You know you getting ready to have to go to jail. They probably charge you as an adult, and you gonna have to go to the county jail. So I was just sitting here. Your dad just told me to let you know, get yourself prepared. They're gonna try to get you a lawyer.
Your phone still working?
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, but you're all no, you can't put your hands on it.
Why?
Because they told Facebook pictures.
I'm calling my dad.
Facebook pictures. They got you all on Facebook, dummy. On my phone in the car. I can't even call nobody.
What car?
John out there. They got witnesses.
We got no witnesses.
Who?
Who witness?
Well, they got people saying, Sharron, you was there you had something to do with it.
Who the witnesses?
I don't know. I know I seen a picture of Zaria and the girl Deja out there. I guess everybody blaming everything on you. Even the boy Daryl said you did it.
Thanks.
They trying to put you away for life. Your whole life. So basically, if you don't say nothing, everything on you. Everything is gonna be on you. I don't know what to do. I don't. Boy, it's just so much shit. You just don't know. You just got yourself all in this bullshit. All I can tell you, boy, you better tell them motherfuckers what you seen. That's the only thing I can tell you. That's the only thing gonna save your ass. You better tell what the hell you seen. You don't know these motherfuckers down here. You sure don't. Anybody wants to see you go to jail. You seen how many people done call Crime Stoppers, I guess. That's what they done told me. Hanging with the wrong. You want to be a follower. You following people. Only 12 years old, though. Like, you not even understanding. You done threw your whole fucking life away for nothing, though. Boy, you is crazy as hell. You just don't know. They gonna use sometime because you got something to do with it. You was there. You just ain't understand where I was from. I can't even do nothing. They won't even tell me nothing, what you charged with, nothing. Because they want you to tell what the you seen.
Tommy's mom calls the detective back into the room after some back and forth, and also asks if her mom can come in, which the detective agrees to after arguing initially.
What do you want to do at this point, sweetie?
What he gonna do, he gonna tell y'all what the hell he seen.
Okay. Well, let me go and get the papers that he's seen so far and get the form that he signed.
Yeah.
We'll make sure you
And another thing, I want to know, can I bring my mom come in here?
It's not that I don't want her in here. It's kind of a tight space, and it's not, it's easier if there's not so many people yelling at him.
Ain't nobody yelling at him. We just trying to get the truth out of him.
I understand that. And
I know that's who gonna get it out of him, my mom.
Are you gonna tell her the truth? Okay.
You ain't got no other choice. Sure don't.
Let me go get
Your ass getting ready to get smoked up the road. You, boy.
Don't hit him, okay?
Hold on. Let me step out here real fast.
Alright. Y'all come on here a second. Let me go get in the chair, get the other papers, and I'll be right back in, okay?
Alright.
Thank you.
Ronnie.
Yeah. Hey, come on, darling. Smoke you.
You better tell what you seen.
Yes.
You sure better. You better tell the truth.
Videos of that shit.
Reading your rights.
Yeah. And you dad steady howling. Lady, tell him don't talk to them.
He said, yeah, he telling them don't talk.
He
Tell
not
them don't
talking.
talk or nothing.
He said, well,
Until
lady,
you get a lawyer.
I said, no.
If you don't say nothing, they gonna smoke your whole life.
It's give her a flash before you won't see the dead light of day. No time. You gonna be past
You go
21.
down charge you as an adult because you going right across the street, right here to this county.
And then they gonna transfer him to Lake Butler. Or they might transfer him to...
These jails ain't no game, boy. You a little fucking boy. You don't know that rape you and all that shit in there?
And ain't nobody gonna
Bert
say
was
shit.
just telling me, he said, kid, just go back there, don't cuss him out, just let him know. You getting ready to have to go to jail. We don't know how long yet, but...
You're gonna do some time.
Mm-hmm.
More than 5 too.
Because accessory, that's like a fucking... Like you killed the motherfucker.
And they all tell you. She didn't tell you what they were charging for me yet.
No, not yet, because she wants your confession. She wants you to
They tell what happened.
She wants you to tell your part, the truth, not no lies. You sitting here watching this, recording this.
I don't give a damn.
I know.
I don't give a fuck. They can watch me all day and all night. They'll be tired.
Tommy continues to give different stories, but the detective keeps rebutting them with images, videos, and confessions from others, and this puts him in a very, very bad spot. And after a while, he makes a bizarre request.
Let me ask you something. Did that man pop off? I'm trying to think in my mind, is there any reason that he would have... I know you have a short temper. You said you have anger issues.
Yes, he do. And
Okay. And I understand that.
He's really certified for it, yes.
I get it. So is there anything that man said that night that just flipped your switch? That he was, because you never said he was talking to you. You said he was talking to Daryl, and Daryl told him, "Do you want to live your life," or something of that nature? Did he say anything to you that was derogatory, meaning about your race, about your color, about your religion, about your hair, about anything?
Would he cuss y'all out? You can't talk. You better be saying something.
What the man said to y'all when y'all walked up to him?
He said told me he was sitting on the ground, and then this just all kind of happened. Did you and I know this is going to sound like a silly question, but I'm just going to ask.
Mom, can you get out the room real quick? Because stuff I'm about to say, you're going to start crying. So can you just step out for like 2 minutes?
You want your grandma to stay?
After hearing he's been casted, Tommy realizes the gravity of his crime and then begins to tell the truth.
Oh, I don't believe he just told on me.
You said you don't believe he just told on you?
I heard the whole conversation. He just blamed everything on me. I was just sitting here just like this. I heard everything he was talking about, bro. Heard both conversations with him and DJ. I'm not dumb. Like
Put it
nobody
all
can
on
hear
you.
through this while he go.
You 12,
"Y'all
not
just
from
heard that
here.
you was just talking."
They don't know you.
He
You
was
don't
like,
know them.
I said, I'm staying one more night and I'm gonna leave in the morning. I'm not. I just heard the whole conversation. Like, if I want to talk about the whole conversation, you know, was just talking.
That's why I tried to tell you in the beginning. You
We
gotta
was
tell.
look. I'm tired of saving this boy, bro.
Yeah. Tired, you hear this? Get right to
Do me a favor. I can't hear you with this. Okay, please.
Daryl, what was that boy name? There was some boy on Melvin. He bought the gun for $50, a revolver, a shell catcher. So he was like, we was in the Ledge. So we was walking. After we stayed at the pool hall, after everybody left, he was still up there. So
You and Daryl.
yeah, but before that day before that, he gave Wolverine some crack, but Wolverine owed him some money.
Okay.
So we walked through the cut. He was like, "Bro, I'm ready to go shoot Wolverine, bro." Like, "Bro, why you ready to kill this man for, bro?" So before he kicked in the box.
The shed that they were sleeping in.
Yeah, Wolverine wasn't in there. So,
I know you.
told you that looked like Wolverine.
Yeah,
He was ready
with
to kill
the
him.
black hair.
Because Wolverine owed him $20, so he was ready to kill him.
For the crack.
Yeah, he been waiting for it.
And I think I know which man is that old man that Jordan killed.
So, at the jail said go around, he was like, he knew Wolverine. So I'm like, but dude. So he was like, he walked up to him, started messing with the man. He dumped his beer on him. But it wasn't no walker right there. He dumped his beer.
Okay.
He dumped this bag out. The knife was right there. I grabbed the knife and put it in my pocket. And they start talking to the man. I was on the pool sitting down. The little pool that go all the way across. So they're talking to him. The last word he said, he was like, "Boy, you love your life." And the man was like, "I'm living it." He was like, "Boy, you love your fucking life." Like, bro, start asking this man this stuff. He was like, "No, bro, I want my money from Wolverine." So he was like, "Matter of fact, somebody gonna pay for it. Since I can't get my $20, whoever he know will pay for it." Like, bro, chill out, bro. He was like, "Boy, you love your life." So, bro, the man said something to him, checked him off. So he shot him like towards his head, like not on the side, like it's going towards, like right there through his temple. He was like, "Put your shirt over your head and leave and go through the cut."
Okay.
So he did it.
He was like, "Take
You
your shirt."
just
Yeah, he said, "Take your shirt," and he wrapped it for me. So like, cause the way I did it wasn't right all the way. So I was like, "Man, wrap it." And he tied it and did his, and I ran first through the cut.
When did you put your hands on the gun?
I didn't touch that gun at all.
Well, why you say you did? You said he gave you the gun. Told you to get the gun.
Despite telling the truth, the detectives find gaps in it due to the fact that he has told them 4 different stories, which makes it hard which one to believe.
All these little stories, they keep coming around. You are not giving me credit for knowing what happened.
That's the real story right there. You can ask anybody. Like he said, they didn't know the story. But she probably not going to tell on them.
Well, Deja did tell us the story.
Since that's his sister.
And so did Zaria. And Zaria...
That's what I'm about to say. Bring her in and ask her since they did not going to tell. I know somebody that's going to tell the story. Bring her in.
See, the thing is, the people that were actually there is you and him. There's no other people there other than what happened after the fact.
Yeah, but that night, she stayed in the house with all of us that night.
Who did?
Zaria, Deja, who else was there? Me, Zaria, Deja, Nisi, Daryl.
Should have picked all of them up.
All of them was in there. He was like,
"Hey, your grandson shouldn't have been over there."
Exactly.
He told
Hardhead.
He told her she was listening too. She stopped texting, set the phone down just like this, and I grabbed it, and she started listening. So she knew what happened. Everybody in the house knew what happened.
In the beginning, he told a crazy story. Then he told a story. Then he told another story about how he was walking. This is story number 4.
Well, I'm going to say it like this. You ain't going nowhere. So you might as well tell them The truth.
But that's the story.
And they
I
gon'
swear, that's the real
you
story.
gon'
Right there.
they giving you time, buddy. You accomplice.
You've told so many stories.
They don't know which one to believe. Should have told the truth.
So you know what? Sometimes you got to go with what you know for here on these little videos and what people can back up. And right now, unfortunately for you, no one's backing you up.
One thing is certain, Tommy isn't getting out of this unscathed. And while this goes on, the detectives discover how much of a correction is needed for him. He demands to go to the toilet, and this is when the detectives find out he has a tattoo on the body of a 12-year-old boy.
I'm talking, and I'll talk with the state, and if you guys, I'm sure you'll want to stay around, I'll let you know what the state decides. And listen, I don't know how you talk to them, but if you want to go to the bathroom, I'll be happy to take you, but you need to be a little bit
I'm
more
ready to
polite.
throw every chair in here, bro.
Are you going to do what? Go ahead and say that in front of your mama, because whenever the consequence comes, I want her to know that ain't nobody did nothing to you that you didn't ask for.
So she gonna let you go to the bathroom.
But you got to act like a young man, okay? I'll definitely get you to the bathroom.
Can I let him talk to his
first
dad?
consequence, bro. I know I said this on my first one. As soon as they came to my house, bro.
You heard me?
I'm sorry.
Can I let him talk to his dad? Cause his dad been trying to get me to let him talk.
Let me come
to him.
outside. Let me make sure the supervisors are okay with that. Because at this point, I gotta do something with him. He's right. I needed to get him to the bathroom and be able to figure out what's going on. Yeah, sip your pants up. Only thing falling out.
Dude, how'd you get a tattoo at 12?
I paid for my tattoos.
What'd your mom say?
Oh, I didn't see my tattoos yet.
She didn't see him yet? I think she saw him today, man. Alright, you ready? Let's walk on over.
3 years later, at just 15 years old, Sharron Tommy Townsend was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the murder of Thomas Trent. His contradictions throughout this interrogation were used to build the case against him. Every version of the story he told, every detail he slipped, every lie he couldn't keep straight. A 54-year-old homeless man lost his life over $20. And a 12-year-old lost the rest of his childhood because he was standing next to the wrong person at 2:25 in the morning, and then spent 4 hours in a police interrogation room trying to convince 2 detectives that he bought dollar cookies and ran from a rat. This is one of the most disturbing interrogations I've ever covered. Not because of the violence, not because of the lies, but because of how young he is, and how old he looks by the end of it. If this is the kind of content you want to see more of, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.